A new phrase is exploding across social media, and it's generating intense debate online. Over the past several days, thousands of posts across X, TikTok, YouTube, and other platforms have begun referring to Jared Kushner as the new Jeffrey Epstein. But where is this claim coming from? And more importantly, is there any evidence behind it? Let's break down what's actually happening. First, it's important to separate facts from internet speculation. Jeffrey Epstein became one of the most infamous figures in modern history because of his sex trafficking crimes and his connections to wealthy and powerful individuals around the world. Now, after new waves of Epstein-related document releases and renewed public interest in the case, online investigators, commentators, and political activists are once again examining the networks of influence surrounding powerful elites. In that environment, Jared Kushner has become a major topic of discussion. Critics point to his extensive international business relationships, political influence, Middle East connections, and his proximity to powerful figures both inside and outside government. Some online users argue that these relationships resemble the kind of elite networks that became associated with Epstein. Others point to references involving Kushner that have appeared in recently discussed Epstein-related materials and communications, although being mentioned in documents does not itself imply wrongdoing. Supporters of Kushner strongly reject the comparison. They argue that social media is creating guilt by association and turning speculation into accusations without evidence. They also note that no criminal allegations comparable to those against Epstein have been brought against Kushner. As a result, the phrase, "the new Jeffrey Epstein," has become less about specific evidence and more about a broader public frustration with powerful political and financial elites. What's especially interesting is how quickly these narratives spread online. In the age of viral content, a single phrase can evolve into a movement before traditional media has even evaluated the claims. We've seen this happen repeatedly with major political stories. A hashtag becomes a trend becomes a narrative, and a narrative can shape public opinion regardless of whether the underlying claims are ultimately proven true, partially true, or completely false. So, is Jared Kushner actually the new Jeffrey Epstein? At this point, that appears to be a social media label rather than a verified conclusion. What is real is the growing public demand for transparency, accountability, and answers regarding elite networks of influence. Whether this trend continues or fades away, one thing is certain. The Epstein story remains one of the most powerful symbols of public distrust toward wealthy and connected individuals. And now, that conversation is once again dominating the internet. What do you think? Is this a legitimate line of inquiry, or just another example of social media jumping to conclusions? Let me know in the comments.